All right, let's just jump right in. If you're running a catering business, you know there's one headache that's probably bigger than all the rest, and that's cash flow. So in this explainer, we're going to break down how you can finally get a handle on it. And spoiler alert, it's not by using more spreadsheets. We're talking about AI. I mean, does this feel familiar? You're just constantly juggling everything, right? You're trying to stay afloat in this ocean of invoices coming in and supplier payments going out. It's such a high-pressure, fast-paced world, and it honestly feels like the money is always moving in the wrong direction, doesn't it?
And yeah, this slide pretty much sums it up perfectly. It's the core tension, right? On one hand, you've got client payments, totally unpredictable, often delayed. But on the other hand, your supplier bills, oh, they are relentless. They are always on time. And that gap, that space between the money coming in and the money going out, that's where all the stress lives.
Okay, so let's get real for a second. What does this actually look like day to day? We're calling this the daily cash struggle because honestly, for so many people in the catering world, that's exactly what it is, a struggle. And this quote really nails it. That phrase, constant juggling, that's the key. You're trying to handle supplier invoices, those unpredictable client payments, and all the daily operational costs, all at the same time. This isn't some once-a-month accounting thing. Nope, it's a daily battle. And that daily battle, it leads directly to these huge problems. We're talking delayed or missed payments, budgets that are just inaccurate, and having almost zero visibility into where your money actually is in real time. You're basically flying blind, trying to make these really important decisions without the right information.
And let's be really clear here. This isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet. The consequences are very, very real. We're talking about lost time you could be spending on growing the business. The stress is just enormous. You miss out on great opportunities because your cash is all tied up. And, at its worst, it puts your entire operation at risk. It's that serious. So, why? Why does this keep happening? Well, a lot of the time, it really just comes down to the tools we're using. And that brings us to our next section, when manual methods fail. Because let's face it, for a fast-moving business, spreadsheets just can't keep up anymore.
Okay, here's the fundamental problem. Doing all this tracking manually, in spreadsheets, it's just so time-consuming. And it's a total magnet for human error. But the biggest issue? It gives you zero real-time insight. I mean, the data is basically outdated the second you finish typing it in. And this is what creates that vicious cycle, right? You get trapped in this loop of constant data entry. That, of course, ups the risk of making some really costly mistakes. And then you're forced to make huge decisions based on old info, with absolutely no way to accurately guess what you're going to need next week, let alone next month. It's a hamster wheel. Okay, so enough about the problem. What if there was a completely different way to do this? This is where we make the pivot, from the problem to the solution. Let's talk about your new AI Copilot, a much, much smarter way to handle your finances. So what does AI-powered automation even mean? Let's break it down. It's basically a system that uses smart tools to do three really important things for you. 1, it handles all those repetitive financial tasks. 2, it gives you real-time insights. And 3, it actually helps you forecast your cash flow. And listen, this isn't about replacing you. Not at all. It's about empowering you.
And maybe the best part of all this, it's how accessible these tools actually are. We're not talking about some crazy expensive custom software that you can't get your hands on. You can literally build your own financial command center using 3 core tools. Notion becomes your main dashboard, Make.com acts as your automation engine, and ChatGPT, that's your on-demand financial analyst.
Okay, cool. So you have the tools, but how do they all fit together? Let's walk through what the automated financial workflow actually looks like. It's simpler than you might think.
And this breaks it down perfectly. It's really just 3 steps. Step 1 is to centralize. You get all your income and all your expenses organized in one place, your Notion Command Center. Then, step 2, automate. This is the magic part. You use Make.com to automatically pull in data from your bank, your emails, your invoices, no more typing things in by hand. And finally, step 3, analyze. You connect ChatGPT to get instant summaries and even forecasts. See? Pretty straightforward, right?
Now, this leads to a really powerful idea. Think about this for a second. What if you could just ask your finances a question? Just type it out in plain English. No complicated formulas, no messing with pivot tables.
Like, for example, a question that every single business owner has probably woken up in the middle of the night thinking about: do I have enough cash to cover next week's payroll? I mean, that's the kind of direct, absolutely critical question you need an answer to, like, right now.
And with a system like this, you get an instant, intelligent answer that's based on your actual real-time data. This is what completely transforms financial management. It goes from being this reactive, super stressful task to a proactive, strategic part of your business.
So what's the big picture here? What's the ultimate result of making this kind of shift? Well, it's all about moving from chaos to control. Let's take a look at the kind of transformation we're talking about. Just think about the difference for a second. The before picture is what we've been talking about. Manual chaos. You're constantly putting out fires. You're buried under data entry, and you're just living with this cloud of financial uncertainty. But the after picture? That's automated control. We're talking proactive planning, a workflow that just works in real, honest-to-goodness clarity on your finances anytime you need it.
And you know, the end result is so much bigger than just having organized books. Your financial stress goes way, way down. You can finally start making confident decisions because they're backed by actual data. You get your time back to focus on the things you're actually passionate about, like creating amazing food and growing your business. Heck, you even improve your relationships with suppliers and clients because everything is just handled so much more smoothly.
All right, so I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but where on earth do I even start? So let's get super practical. Here is your quick win checklist. 4 things you can literally start doing today.
Okay, here are your quick wins. Ready? First, get your finances centralized in a Notion dashboard. Just get it all in one place. Second, start using Make.com to automate that data entry from your emails and invoices. Third, connect ChatGPT to your data so you can start getting those incredible AI insights. And fourth, set up some smart alerts for important stuff like overdue invoices or when a balance gets low. Seriously, these are totally achievable steps that will give you value right away.
So we'll leave you with this one question to really think about. Right now, today, is your cash flow working for you or is it working against you? Because the good news is, with the right tools, you absolutely can put yourself back in the driver's seat.